The Valles Inheritance, a novel in 10 parts by Justin S. Page. Prologue, Part 3. The Memo. 2019. Patricia Chen was 34 years old, a postdoctoral researcher in archaeoastronomy at Johns Hopkins when she found the memo. She had been in the Smithsonian archive on a Tuesday afternoon looking for 19th century survey records relating to pre-Columbian astronomical sites in the American Southwest, when the archival assistant, a temporary employee covering for the regular archivist who would later be unable to explain precisely how the misfiling had occurred, placed a manila folder on her desk that contained, among genuinely dull 19th century survey records, a single sheet of paper with a 1947 date stamp and a partially visible classification header from which most of the text had been redacted with black ink that had, over 72 years, faded sufficiently to make approximately 40% of the redacted content legible under the right light. Patricia Chen had good eyes and excellent light. She read what she could read. She photographed it. She replaced it in the folder, returned it, signed out, walked to the corner of Constitution Avenue and 10th Street Northwest, and stood in the March air for 20 minutes deciding what to do. She called James Osei. They had been at graduate school together, one of those academic friendships built on shared intellectual obsession, in their case, a shared conviction that the standard model of human civilizational development had gaps that the standard model's proponents were insufficiently interested in examining. James was, by 2019, already the most talked-about geological archaeologist of his generation, already arguing in peer-reviewed journals that Valles Marineris showed evidence of civilization-era liquid water inconsistent with current models, already building, brick by careful brick, the public case for a theory whose private version was considerably more radical. "I found something," she said when he answered. "How big?" "James," said Patricia Chen, who had spent 10 years in a field defined by careful, qualified, probabilistic language. "It changes everything." She told him about the memo. She told him about document 31. She told him about the coordinate. She told him about Jordan's sealed envelope, which the memo referenced, but which she had not found, which she would spend the next 3 years looking for, and find eventually, 6 weeks before James's mission launched, in a sub-basement of the Smithsonian's Natural History Building, in a box labeled, with the bureaucratic poetry of archival misfiling, Miscellaneous Geological Surveys, S.W., 1908 to 1914.